The first instance of an NFT produced by a terrorist sympathizer has now been identified, which raises questions about whether NFTs will ever be used for funding or spreading terrorist propaganda. Welcome to CryptoLynk channel. If you love getting news and updates about cryptocurrency, join our community by subscribing to our channel. You can tap the bell icon to never miss our new videos. If you enjoy our channel, kindly like and share it with your friends. September 5, 2022. Cointelegraph posted a tweet stating, "The first known case of an NFT created by a terrorist sympathizer has been discovered, raising concerns about whether NFTs may be used for terrorist financing and propaganda in the future. Concerns have been raised that the irreversible properties of blockchain technology might assist the dissemination of terrorist messaging and propaganda after the first occurrence of a non-fungible token generated and circulated by a terrorist sympathizer was made public. The NFT might be a signal that the Islamic State and other terrorist organizations are also exploiting blockchain technology to escape prohibitions and earn money for their terrorist activities," according to a Sunday story in the Wall Street Journal by intelligence specialists. Raphael Gluck, co-founder of the American research firm Jihadiscope, purportedly uncovered the aforementioned NFT by using pro-ISIS social media profiles. The digital token, known as IS News number 01, is reportedly a picture with the Islamic State's logo and text hailing Afghan-based Islamic fighters for striking a Taliban position. Former federal intelligence specialist Mario Cosby, who now focuses on blockchain-based currencies, claimed that the user made two further NFTs on August 26, one depicting an Islamic State warrior instructing trainees on how to construct bombs, and the other criticizing smoking. The experts noted that this may indicate that terrorist organizations are experimenting with new fundraising methods and disseminating their message through the use of modern technology. Looking for methods to make material irreplaceable is very much the focus of this effort, Gluck said. The digital currency was apparently listed on the NFT exchange OpenSea, but the business swiftly removed the listing and cancelled the poster's account, claiming a zero-tolerance rule for encouraging hate and violence. Prior to being pulled down, the trio of NFTs was apparently also accessible on Rarible and other NFT marketplaces. Cosby believes the presence of the tokens is cause for concern since it's as censorship-proof as you can get, even if it doesn't appear that any of the NFTs have been exchanged. He indicated that, unfortunately, no one actually has any true power to stop this NFT. Security professionals have already voiced their worries about the possibility for terrorists to use developing markets and technology, such as NFTs, to finance attacks in the future. A month ago, the U.S. The Treasury Department published a research that identified the expansion of the NFT business as a possible source of concern. Israeli investigators confiscated a collection of 30 cryptocurrency wallets in March from 12 trading accounts connected to the Gaza-based terrorist organization Hamas. Matthew Levitt, the head of the Washington Institute for Near East Policy's Jeanette and Eli Reinhard program on counterterrorism and intelligence, indicated to Cointelegraph in April of last year that, despite the fact being linked to numerous examples of terrorism financing, crypto has not yet established itself as a primary method. On September 3, 2022. According to CoinDesk's tweet, the U.S. House's stablecoin oversight bill, already a long shot to get finished this year, has run into further negotiation delays that might push it off to the next Congress. Jesse Hamilton reports. As discussions in the House Financial Services Committee stretch on longer than the schedule is likely to allow, one of Congress's most significant initiatives to oversee stablecoins may have reached an impenetrable roadblock. Negotiations between the panel's Democratic chairperson and its leading Republican continue to stymie a legislative drive toward the first substantial set of U.S. laws for the cryptocurrency business, despite earlier preparations that plan to publish a draft of the law early this week, informed by the three persons familiar with the discussions. There were a variety of concerns to resolve, including complex issues like the duty of state regulators, the potential for an emerging digital dollar in the U.S., and how cryptocurrency platforms should handle user money. The timetable for passing a measure through Congress is growing shorter, even though discussions between Representative Patrick McHenry, Republican North Carolina, and Chairwoman Maxine Waters, Democrat California, are still ongoing. The persons added that at this point, the campaign is unlikely to succeed this year as politicians focus more and more on the November midterm elections and as the parliamentary session comes to an end. Even while there had been some speculation of a measure being marked up by mid-September or altered in anticipation of a committee vote, it may not come up until much later in this session, if at all. The campaign may be revived by the next Congress the following year, though, given that the same legislators are certain to triumph in their elections in November. Requests for additional information were not answered by the Waters and McHenry representatives. We appreciate the committee leadership's decision not to bring the measure ahead with what most certainly would have been a troublesome idea if it is true that markup will not occur on the bill. Stated by Mark Hayes, a policy researcher for Americans for Financial Reform, there is already a great lot authorities can do right now to address the threats presented by stablecoins to users and the market. He calls for a slower, more cautious approach. However, the sector has been urging Congress to begin establishing government control of cryptocurrency. The tragic fall of Terra Luna in May put the lack of regulations in stablecoins, digital tokens intended to maintain consistent value by being connected to assets like the US dollar, on full view and provided important lawmakers with a topic of discussion. Prior to summer break of Congress, the Waters-McHenry measure was close to being finished and ready for publication as a draft. However, the negotiations were hampered by at least one last-minute demand from the Treasury Department, according to a source with knowledge of the circumstances. Janet Yellen, Treasury Secretary, insisted that the legislation include a provision to keep cryptocurrency customers' money legally guarded off from the assets of the businesses they were negotiating with because she was concerned about the large number of virtual currency investors having lost access to their funds as firm after firm crashed down in recent months. Waters also stated that she desired the measure to order the Federal Reserve to perform more work toward a virtual currency, which was a contentious subject, when she indicated in late July that a deal was outside of grasp, and they would have to re-examine the legislation after the vacation. Other Republican and McHenry legislators have pushed the Fed to exercise precaution when establishing a central bank digital currency, emphasizing that the central bank should verify its viability and permit the private sector to play a vital role in its development. In light of the establishment of federal regulations, the parties are also attempting to agree on the powers state regulators ought to have. Currently, the stablecoin program is one of many activities attempting to leave a mark on cryptocurrency as Congress gets ready to resume its work after Labor Day. Several weeks ago, Waters said in her statement that we should continue marching the needle ahead in order to develop a regulatory environment that defends users while fostering responsible innovation. However, policymakers have also made advancements on other fronts since that time. Senator John Boozman, the panel's leading Republican, and Chairwoman Debbie Stabenow, a Democrat from Michigan, presented a more comprehensive cryptocurrency bill last month. The Senate Agriculture Committee is anticipated to spend some time on it this month. Republican Arkansas. That's it for our today's video. So, what can you say about the news? Let us know about it in the comments section down below. Thanks for tuning in to CryptoLink. We are always excited to provide you with news and updates about cryptocurrency, and if you like this video, please click the like button. See you on the next one.